Hey, welcome back. Let's knock out LeetCode 236, lowest common ancestor of a binary tree. So given a binary tree, find the lowest common ancestor, abbreviated as LCA, of two given nodes in the tree. According to the definition of LCA on Wikipedia, the lowest common ancestor is defined between two nodes P and Q as the lowest node in T that has both P and Q as descendants. And we can allow a node to be a descendant of itself. So looking at example 1 here, we have node 5 and node 1. They both share the same ancestor, node 3, so we return that, okay? Example 2 is a little different because we're starting at node 5 and node 4. And notice how node 5 and node 4 actually have a common ancestor of node 5, right? Because we are allowing a node to be a descendant of itself, right? So constraints, nothing too crazy, no interesting edge cases. We're guaranteed at least two nodes in our tree. All the values are unique, that's helpful. And P will never be equal to Q, and P and Q will always exist in the tree. So if we go to the drawing board, I say we envision this as a graph. And as we know, trees are graphs, but not just envision it as a graph, but create our version of an adjacency list using a hash map, because we know that logically speaking, if we have node 2 and node 1, both of their ancestors map to node 3, right? That's the lowest common ancestor of this tree. So we return node 3. So the adjacency list hash map idea is if we just track all of the parents of each node, then we're in a good position, right? So for example, node 3, its parent is none, right? Because it's the root, okay? Node 5's parent is node 3. Node 1's parent is also node 3, okay? And node 6 parent is node 5. And finally, node 2's parent is also node 5. So if we start at node 2, okay, and use its value to find the next key, so the value node 5 has a key node 5, and we keep doing it. Now we look at node 3, right? Node 3 as a value, find the key right here. And since it doesn't have a parent node, we know that node 2, where we started off at over here, it eventually wound up at node 3, okay? So now let's just do the same thing for Q, okay? So we look for the key node 1, oh, it's right here. Look at its value. Oh, it immediately maps to 3, and that's our answer, right? So essentially what we're doing is we're going to use a visited set, right? And this set here will just keep track of the path that we're going. So for example, when I mentioned the first iteration with node 2, okay, so node 2, so all this is inside of our set, right? So we have node 2 goes to 5, right? And then 5 goes to 3, okay? And then now, if we use this node 1 here, and use our set as reference, we check, okay, we add that 1 to our set, and then we try to go up again, right? And what is up from 1? We can see it here, it's 3, or we can also see it here, it's 3. Is this in our set? It is, right? It is in our set, it's right here. So we just return this as our answer, okay? If that was confusing, no worries. Let me go ahead and draw out our function signature, and let's get to a working solution, okay? So I'll go ahead and I'll say define lowest common ancestor, which takes in a root, and it also takes in node P and Q. And just so we have enough space here, I'll go ahead and I'll just shrink this actually. Yeah, okay, so still clear. So we have a root, and we have node P, and we also have node Q, right? Okay, so essentially, like I mentioned before, we need to have a hash map. So we'll say parent we'll call it a parent. Yeah, we'll call the HashMap parent, okay? So parent starts off, we know that the parent of the root is always equal to none, okay? Great. And we also need a queue as well so that we can build this adjacency list, right? So I'll say queue here is equal to a deck, right? Because a deck can behave like a queue, okay? And we're gonna pass in the root to start, all right? And okay, so while we have a queue, so while queue, so the size is greater than 0, the current node, so node is equal to queue.pop from the left, right? Okay. And if it has a left child, so if node left, then we'll update our hash map. Our hash map we call parent, right? So parent of node dot left is now equal to the node, all right? And say we need to add to our queue, right? So queue dot append node dot left, all right? And then same logic, right? So for the right child, so if node dot right, we say parent hash map of node dot right, we set it equal to the node as well. Okay. And now we have to update our queue. So queue dot append node dot right. Okay. So far so good. We have a little bit more code to write. So effectively now this is what our hash map would look like. So let me go ahead and draw that out. So I'll just say parent. And remember how we started off, right? We put root is equal to none, right? The value of root is none, right? And our root is technically this here, 3, okay? All right, great, okay. And let's finish the code as well. So I just wanted to have the hash map so we know what we're looking at. Okay, so once we go ahead and we build, actually, yeah, let's finish this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you what this looks like here, okay? So very straightforward. We're gonna have a 5 here. Let me just push everything over just a tad bit. Yeah, a 5 that will have 3 as its value, right? Just following what the code I have below. Okay, then we'll have 1 with 3 as its value as well, because that's its ancestor. Okay, and then we'll have 6, which points to 5 as its ancestor. Okay, and then finally we'll have 2 that also points to 5. Okay, so this hash map here represents this logic, okay? All right, great. So now let's create a visited set, okay? So visited is this here, and I will represent visited over here. Let's use a different color. So I'll say visited. It looks something like that. All right, and the next logic here, and after I'm done drawing this out, I'll do a dry run. So we'll go ahead and we'll say while p. So let me bring this down a tad. Okay, so while p here, so while p visited, we're gonna add to it our visited set, the node p, and we're gonna use our hash map, right? We're gonna use our hash map to use this value to swim all the way up to the next value, to swim up to, you use the value, I should say, to swim up to the next key. That's how I should phrase it, okay? All right, so we say P now, because we're gonna swim up. So P is equal to parent of P, okay? All right, and we have the next logic to do here. So essentially now we're saying while Q, if we ever come across it in our visited set, it has to be the answer, okay? So if Q and visited, then we can just return Q, right? Otherwise, we update Q to be its parent, okay? And remember, parent is just the name of our hash map. All right, so let's do a dry run here. Okay, I just want some more of this to fit in the screen. I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine for now. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead here. So we're good with this here, right? I already showed you guys. This is just representing this hash map that we've created, all right? And now let's go ahead and start working here, okay? So we have our visited set, and then while P, okay, what is P? P is this node 2, right? So we're gonna add, so I'll just do it from here. We're gonna add this here, okay? And I could also label them here as well. So remember, this is P and this is Q, okay? So while P, visited.add P, so I added it. Now I say P is equal to parent of P, okay? So what is the value of this key 2? Oh, it's 5, just like how we see it here, right? So P comes here, just following along with our code here, okay? While P, okay, P is equal to node 5, right? Visited.add P, okay? So we're gonna add this here, and we're gonna update P to be equal to its value, right? So P, the key node 5, which is P, the value is equal to 3. And just like how we see here, right? Nothing too crazy. So this comes here. Okay, all right. So while P, yeah, P is here. So visited.add P. So we're gonna add this guy here. Oops. All right. And now we're gonna say P is equal to parent of P. Well, who's the parent of 3? It doesn't have a parent, right? So it's gonna be none. So P is done. So P, we'll just drag it over here. P is done, all right? So now we say while Q, okay? Oh, Q's here. Okay, if Q and visited, is this node 1 and visited? It's not, right? So we don't hit this, but we do hit this. Q is equal to its parent, okay? Q is node 1, right? Node 1, its parent is node 3, and just like the value node 3 is its parent, right? So Q now comes here, okay? We're back in this while loop. So if Q and visited, oh wait, is this, oh it is, node 3 is in visited. So we just return it. And that's exactly the approach that we're looking for, right? So let's go ahead to LeetCode and let's code out this solution. All right, so we have this parent hash map here. Okay, so parent is equal to, this hash map will initialize with the root, and the parent of the root node is equal to none, right? Okay, so far so good. And remember, we're gonna use a Q, and I'll just represent it under the hood as a deck. And we need this Q in order to build our parent hash map, okay? So while Q, node is equal to Q.pop from the left, right? We're starting off, node is equal to the root. Okay, so if node.left, let's update our parent hash map, okay? And say node.left, you are equal to, the value of node.left is equal to the parent node, right? And then we have to add node.left to our queue so we can keep processing, okay? And then as you'd expect, it's the same logic here, but for node.right, okay? So I'll just update these to node.right, and then this to node.right. Okay, great. So now it gets a little bit more interesting, right? Because we need to use a visited set so we can keep track of the parents that we're swimming up to, right? So let's start off with our P node, right? In this case, it's node 5. So while P visited.add P, and we're gonna update P to be equal to its parent, okay? That's how helpful that hash map is. And then great, now we have our visited set populated, and we're gonna choose node Q now to keep swimming up until node Q is in our visited set. And if it is, we just return node Q because that's the lowest common ancestor. Otherwise, we have some more exploration to do, so we just update node Q to be equal to its parent. All right, let's see if I get this the first try with no, okay, I do, no minor issues here. Let's submit it. And amazing, we have a working solution. So if we go back to the drawing board to talk about the time and the space, okay? So the time here all boils down to big O of n, right? Okay, and the space boils down to big O of n as well. Why is it big O of n time and big O of n space? O of n time because we're using this while loop, okay, to build our hash map, right? And we have to visit each node inside of the tree to do that. And then space is also big O of n because we have this hash map here that can grow to just about the size, technically the size of the tree, because we're storing the nodes, right? And we also use this queue here and this visited set. Something closer to 3n is the answer, but we drop constants, right? So O of n works, okay? With that being said, if you find value in any of my videos, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.